I feel like religion should be an important factor in everybody's life.
Snowflakes, a lost generation and a lack of respect are phrases synonymous with South African youth. In this episode of RAAY, we invited 6 South African youth to rate how they feel about statements ranging from politics to gender-based violence.
Yes, I have personally dissolved my faith over time, but I've also seen the dangers of not having a religion. Not having something as structured as religion in your life allows you to just go into chaos, and there's a lot more damage that can come from not having any structure in your life. Not to say that people who don't have religion don't have faith or spirituality or any of that.
I feel like then religion in that sense wouldn't be necessary, because there are cultural norms and there are societal norms that you could follow that give you your
set of rules and regulations.
But is it not? Because we live in a world where the law is governed by the Bible, and the Bible.
I think you don't need to have a Bible in front of you, speaking as a Christian, to know that someone stealing from someone else, taking someone else's hard labor is bad.
In South Africa, you can only be racist if you are white.
Speaking as a foreigner, Namibia, when you see when you see racial tension coming into South Africa, you realize that it stems from a lot of ideologies that people have about every race. It stems from giving passed down knowledge from seniors and your family members and other people, and you take that knowledge and you think that is how you need to apply it to what's happening to nowadays. We live in a world now where South Africa is so conscientious, where South Africa is so open, it's so liberal, with few conservative norms, that you can't be expected to think that the world that your great-grandfather lived in is the same that you live in nowadays. Black people can be racist, white people can be racist, anybody can be racist.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely not only white people that's racist. If we look around us all the time on campus, literally colored people make racist remarks. Black people make racist remarks. So it's not only white people, and I fully agree with you. That's why I think we all are standing here and none of us are on that side.
Yeah, I think that racism is about viewing other races as an other. So you can be one race and then view another race as the other.
I believe that there is more to sexuality than heterosexuality.
Sexuality is a spectrum, and we have lived in a world where it's been enforced to be living in a heteronormative society. So I believe what you find and what you deem acceptable and what you deem attractive should be on your basis, not on other people's basis, or what you have to be oh no, I don't think I like this, while you haven't even figured out what are the limitations that are restricting you from knowing so.
I feel that there is a mob mentality in all men are trash.
Honestly, if you're saying it's a thing of everyone is going to do it because this is what's happening, then it invalidates the fact that I'm saying this man is trash because ABC. So if everyone's just saying men are trash because men are trash and they're hashtag.
I agree with her point, right? But I do also strongly agree that there is a mob mentality, especially when it comes to the men are trash movement. I get it. Men are trash. I have sisters, I have a mom, I know men are trash. The thing is, for me, a lot of the people that do participate in these sort of movements don't inform themselves enough before they make their claim. Yes, I'm not invalidating your maybe harassment or sexual assault from a male, but you can't come to a movement where the only thing that you've ever read is a tweet.
It is a mobilization of creating awareness and letting that one specific person know that what they did was wrong, and letting them know that this is because you did this, A, B, C, and D, and I strongly also, then I'm also on the side because people don't do well enough, not racist, but they don't inform themselves well enough in a particular situation. You can't come into a situation where you're very ignorant or where you know only half the story and believe that you are right until you know everything.
I believe everybody should be a feminist.
That's a good question.
Okay, so what my opinion on the feminist movement is, like, I do support the feminist movement as a male individual. My thing is that not everybody needs to be a feminist. Like, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and everybody should respect women regardless of whether there's a movement or not.
Feminism isn't just about the male-female nexus. It's about marginalization, and that occurs across, all aspects of you have ecofeminism, and feminism is about the marginalization of groups, I think. So I think that there is, something there for everyone, and people should be aware of hierarchies and of marginalization.
Is an equal playing field for everyone. It's making sure that everyone has the same rights, everyone has the same responsibilities, everyone can do the same things. So it's being in a non-patriarchal country like our country. It's not accepting the fact that a man can beat a woman because he's a man. It's accepting that a man can be a nurse. It's accepting that a woman can be a policeman.
I am constantly worried about my safety.
Nothing ever happened to me before for me to be worried, but I understand that we live in a society where we can't fully be safe, you have to be aware of your surroundings. But yeah, I just feel like I didn't have to worry.
Okay, so I partially disagree because I am a heterosexual man and we don't get preyed on. Also, I partially disagree because this country is ridiculously unsafe, and especially from where I come from, like, you walk outside at night, you can get shot.
I own a taser, a pepper spray. I don't go out at night. If I drive, I have to have my location sent to my parents. I can't get into an Uber. I can't walk to the store in daylight without being hassled. I have to have an alarm in my house, an alarm in my room. I need to know how to contact the cops, and yes, I need to be sure that they will take 30 minutes to get there because this is South Africa. I can't even mention the fact that I can't even scream at someone who cuts me off in traffic because that man could get out of his car and come banging on my door. Someone drove into me the other day and walked out of his car and started banging on my window. He drove into me, and I was the one.
I think safety is for like every single one. And that's I'm very partial because I do things that would limit my safety, but I still do it because I know most times I'm safe. But there are other times where I'm out and about and this group of guys that would come and they want to hang with me and my friends and they'll buy me drinks, and then the one time I'll get spiked, and it's so dangerous because no matter who you are, what you are, and especially for me, being queer, people will take advantage of you.
I partially agree because I do feel unsafe. There are certain situations that I would never put myself in. I don't walk around at night. I'm aware that I'm a female, and but I'm also from a place of privilege, and I grew up in a relatively safe suburb, and now I live in a residence, and I try to avoid areas that I know would put me in a difficult situation. So I'm privileged enough to say that I can only partially agree, although I'm aware of how dangerous this could be.
That's the military and it's gated. Everyone that lives there could leave our homes, we go out during the day, leave the doors open, super chill. But then I come to Steadies and it's I've got to lock my door, lock my gate, take my pepper spray, because anything can happen. But I'm not to the point that I'm scared to walk around because look here, I'll throw down. but I would never want to put myself in a predicament where just because I'm going from one place to another that someone feels the need to bother me when I'm literally just going on my way.